Welcome or welcome back to my channel for this week's Human Design Transit Report. And today is Monday, November 27th. And the new transit starts tomorrow on the 28th, and it will continue through the weekend on Sunday, and then it'll switch again on the following Monday. So if you want to find out what's happening today, you can go and watch the transit report that I did last week that talks about what's happening all the way through today, and then we switch tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. So in the transit that we're in today, and that I talked about last week, we had the channel of the manifesting generator lit up by the sun and the earth, the 34 and the 20. So the earth has moved on and nothing is lighting up the 20 right now, but we do still have the 34 that's lit up. Earlier during this transit of the sun and the earth, Mars joined the sun in the gate 34. So through the end of this week, you're going to have Mars still in the 34. So remember that the 34 is power. Okay, it's a busy gate, has a lot of energy. But we no longer have the sacral defined. So those of us who you don't have defined sacral, so that's our projectors, our manifestors, and our reflectors, you might need to take a good rest after the sun and the earth move out of the 34 starting tomorrow. You might need a good rest. So if you do, just give it to yourself. I mean, come on, why not, right? Because you're going to have had a lot of extra energy running through your wiring, and it might have been something that felt really good for a while, but you might kind of go like, whoa, what was that afterwards? But like I said, we're still going to have Mars in the 34 for a little bit. So we're still going to have that energy that really is good for us in terms of creating, because this is on the sacral center. So it's life force energy, and it just has a lot of power in it. And it's really good for creating things. So you might want to go ahead and continue to take advantage of that while our spiritual warrior, which is the really awakened and empowered aspect of Mars, is lighting up that 34. And the question that you might ask yourself, because Mars does have a different energy than the sun, is how can I use this energy of the 34 to support me in my spiritual development? To support me in places where maybe it's been hard for me to really stand up for what I think is important, or for me to speak my truth, or for me to create from the place that feels really genuine to me, whatever that might be. Tap into that and utilize that power while you've got it, because we've just got it for a few more days. But the sun has moved over to another gate in the sacral center, the gate 9. So the 9 is in the logic circuit, and it is known as a focus in traditional human design, or convergence in quantum human design. I really think of this as an energy that helps us to be able to kind of zero in on patterns, because the logic circuit is also the pattern circuit in quantum human design. It's about our ability to be able to see when things are in order or out of order, if they're adding up or not, if like things are together or not, that kind of thing. And so the 9 helps us to really focus in and be like, okay, what is it that I want to be really paying attention to right now? I think this is a highly beneficial energy when you can well utilize it, because we have so many things calling on our attention these days, right? So many obligations, so many responsibilities, so much information coming at us all the time. And a lot of our favorite entertainment, right? Social media or television or movies even, or any of those things, just so many things calling on our attention. And it makes it difficult sometimes to know where to focus, because we kind of bop around and be like, should I look at this? Should I look at that? I'm going to scroll through here. Should I watch this TV today or that TV? It's like, and that creates a habit of mind of being a little scattered, right? It's not particular to you, believe me. I talk to lots of people who have this, and I experience it myself. If I give in to and allow my attention to be drawn into things that kind of fragment me. So this will be a great transit if you've been feeling that way at all, for you to be like, okay, I'm going to really decide what I want to focus on. Chances are it's fewer things than you may have been focusing on, because a lot of times we try to focus on too many things at once. Now, yes, we do have the 34 that's still being lit up by Mars, and the 34 is designed for multiple projects and for multitasking. So that's still happening as well. But we don't want to multitask too many things at once, right? We really want to multitask, 2, 3, no more than 4. What I usually say to people is try to stick to no more than 3 or 4 things. Even if you're a multitasker, like I have the 34 lit up in my chart, but I try not to have more than a few things going on at any one time. And then if I'm going to move on to something else, I try to take something off my plate. So that's a way that I use the multitasking, but focusing at the same time. So the question that I want to pose for you is, what would benefit you to focus on that maybe you just haven't made the decision to do it? Or maybe you've been resistant, or maybe you've been avoiding, or maybe you've been procrastinating, whatever those reasons are, right? What would really benefit you to focus on here for this next 6 days? What is it that you could kind of feel like it's calling to you, but maybe you've just been ignoring it, or you've been too distracted, or whatever it is? Because when you do, and you can really kind of dive into it and use this energy of the sun, right? The sun, our own star, it's going to really benefit you to be able to create whatever it is that you want to create with that focus. Because again, this is a creative energy, but it's responsive too, because everything on the sacral is going to be responsive. So it's a responsive energy, but it is definitely a creative energy as well. And then this focus of the gate 9 is resting on the Earth and the gate 16, which is also in the logic circuit. So we have 2 different gates, both in the logic circuit, both that have to do with that left-brained energy, tends to be more analytical, more logical, more strategic, that kind of thing, right? But looking at the patterns and seeing, are the patterns working or not? Are they in alignment or not? And how can we bring them back in? But the 16, the 16 is funny. It's over here on the throat. And it is sometimes known as the ready, fire, aim gate, because it's kind of like that Nike, like, let's just do it gate. It's known as skills in traditional human design, or zest in quantum human design. Isn't that a great word? Zest. It feels good just to say it. So try it. If you're in a space where you can, just zest, right? It's like this zah. It's kind of, it's like, just do it, right? That's why I think of it as the just do it energy. So it's half of the channel of talent. Its mate is the 48, and the 48 is known as wisdom. And the 48, because there's an interesting relationship between that 16 and the 48, because the 48 is all about learning. It's really great for research, and it's all about being able to develop wisdom, both through what we think of as learning, but also through life experience and putting those things together. But because it's on the spleen center, the 48 also has a fear, and its fear is a fear that it doesn't know enough. And it can have a tendency to kind of hang back. It's like, oh, I think I need to go read another book or watch more videos, or, enroll in another class or something before I move forward with something. It can have that kind of energy. Whereas the 16 is like, let's just do it, right? Ready, fire, aim. Let's go for it. So in this channel of talent, you've got this kind of creative tension that's going on. And even though the 48 isn't lit up right now in the chart, it's still there, and you've still experienced it many, many different times. So the Earth in the gate 16 is a little paradoxical, right? Because the Earth, after all, is what we ground ourselves in. It creates stability for us. It creates a foundation. It's a foundation so that we can then express the energy of the sun. And the 16, I don't really think of it as a foundational energy, right? It's more of a let's get moving kind of an energy. Let's make it happen kind of an energy. And so there is this kind of creative tension or paradoxical relationship when that the earth is lighting up that gate 16. So consider for yourself, how can you ground yourself? How can you give yourself the stability or the foundation of a sense that you can just do it? That you don't have to keep waiting, that you don't have to keep preparing, that you don't have enough to move forward with something, right? Just to let all of that go and ground yourself in this kind of deep knowing that you can have, that there is a benefit to being able to just say, let's just do it. Let's go for it. Let's explore it. Let's experiment with it. Let's give it a try. And so as you do that, that will help you then to be able to go, okay, well, we're going to give it a try and we're going to focus, right? We're going to give it a try and we're going to focus. We're not going to get stymied and feeling like we're not smart enough, we're not good enough, we don't know enough, any of that. We're going to say, yes, I have what I need to go for it. And I'm going to focus where it matters most, because that sun is going to give you that energy to focus. Even these two energies of the 9 and the 16 have a little creative tension between them, right? Because on the one hand, right, that 9 is like, let's focus, right? And the 16 is like, let's go for it. That's why it's ready, fire, aim, because it's not really focusing. So that 9 can be like, come on. We're going to focus. I know you've got all this energy that you want to make something happen, and that's cool. We're going to do that too. But we're also going to focus. And I need you to be able to give me that energy of going for it in the direction that we're going to focus. So try to enjoy this creative tension. Sometimes when we have things that feel this kind of at cross purposes with each other, it can feel a little like going this way or that way, or how does this feel? How is that going? So that's okay, especially now that you know what it is that might be getting activated inside of you, especially if these two gates are white or open in your chart. You're going to feel them even more. I also want to let you know that you still have time, if you want to, when you buy my new book, Feminine Sovereignty, 8 Pillars for Regenerating Ourselves in Our World, that if you do it this week, then you will be bonused into a masterclass that I originally designed for people who pre-ordered and ordered on the book's birthday. But I decided, well, why not just bonus everybody in? So if you bought it after November 2nd, you should have gotten an email from me bonusing you in. And if you buy the book this week, masterclass starts on Thursday. I will go ahead and bonus you in as long as you go ahead and get the book this week. And this is a 3-session masterclass. It's my gift to you. It's our opportunity to connect. You get to ask me questions. I'll explore some of the kind of overarching themes of the book and help you understand how to get the most out of it. And I'll also be talking about opportunities to work with me more in 2024 if that's something you feel like you'd like to be doing. So all you need to do is go to femininesovereigntybook.com and just go through our website, because when you go through our website, we can tag you and then we can bonus you into the masterclass. If you just go directly to Amazon and buy it, then we don't know that you bought it. And if you're one of those people, because there's like 300 people who did that, if you're one of those people who did that and you're like, hey, I want the masterclass, just shoot me an email. Okay, admin@ostaraexperience.com. I'll put it in the description. Just shoot me an email with a screenshot of the purchase of the book. Can be Kindle or paperback. Either one is great. And we'll bonus you in too. I actually just got a couple of emails from people for whom that was true. That was like, oh, that's so great. Yes, I just bought it right on Amazon, and I didn't realize there was a masterclass. So I would love, love, love to have you come and participate if that's something that you feel would be enjoyable for you and would benefit you. Okay, many blessings, much love. Bye for now.